Hey everyone, and welcome to this brand new episode of the Crypto Intel. My name is Mark, and in this episode, we're checking out the Coin98. So I've done an episode yesterday where I pretty much predicted the price fall on a scale of 70%. So you can hear me say that, hey, I'm pretty much sure that 70%, this is what's going to happen. And I even drew a line to where approximately it's going to fall. I told you guys that it was going to get to approximately 1.5, something like that. And it did. And this was the case for 70% of the chances. Now, I told you guys also there's like a 20% where it can go up. The other 10%, I'm just not even sure what's going to happen to it. But it pretty much did what I told you guys. And I even created a simulation on FlipChain of what would happen if you would have listened to me. So you have the demo right here. I think I've made two simulations here, one for the bears, one for the bulls, on FlipChain, and you can check it out. And I actually show you guys how to gain a lot in percentages. So this is definitely a video to check out. Now, as you can see, this is my FlipChain. You can check out all of my trades. I'm showing them live, and you can see them right here. You can follow me already in 3 days, 31 followers. Thank you everyone for following me. I really appreciate that. And you can spy on all of my trades here, and you can try to mimic me if you want to. And you know, if it's the first time that you're listening in and you don't even know what the hell's FlipChain, there's gonna be a link down below in the video, guys. So let's check it out. First, you know, I told you guys in the previous video, it's probably gonna bounce on approximately 30% minus. So from it went like to 2.17 minus 30% of the pump, so it's approximately 30%. It always does that when, you know, a market is extremely positive like this, when there's a lot of bulls betting on the table. Check this out. Still, you see, users are very positive. So there's way more bulls here. They're trying to sell at a plus 217%. Sorry, to 218. Anyways, it always changes. And you can see here on the table, we got 12.28 million bucks sitting on the betting table. And on the other side, you got all of the bears trying to get the price down to minus 55%. They're trying to purchase it low. And you see that there's a lot of very bearish users. And, you know, the volume right now is huge. You got $556 million traded, which is equal to roughly an Airbus 380 price. I love comparing this to planes because planes are super expensive. Check this out. This giant, the Airbus A380, is listing at 445 million bucks. So imagine this brand new coin basically traded for the same price of this huge airplane. This gets things into perspective, guys. And by the way, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a crypto enthusiast. I trade since 2017, so I do have 4+ years of experience trading. And I'm happy and glad to share this experience with you. If you have any one-on-one questions, guys, for me, you can reach me out on my Patreon, and you'll also have access to the VIP Discord that we have set up for these Patreons. And I really appreciate the latest Patreon, I think, is Cleopatra. Thank you so much, Cleopatra, for being a Patreon. I really appreciate that. So it has bounced, guys. As I told you guys, it finally bounced, and it's looking like it's going for another bounce, but there might be a price shed moment, meaning that it might actually break from the resistance, okay? And then you'll see that the depth here, okay, it will change. Like this red wall is gonna become smaller, and the green wall is gonna become much larger as the tables flip, and as fear of missing out, FOMO, becomes hysteria and panic, then this actually flips around. So it's not funny, I know, but you know, that's the way that crypto works. So this is if it breaks the resistance. Like the moment it goes just a little bit below, oh my god, it's gonna be hysteria. until probably like, as always, during a pump, it goes down to approximately like 20% of the pump value. So something like this here. This is where people will chill down, and then it bounces back up to a resistance, sorry, a support level right here at 1.5. So this might happen, guys. This might actually happen that it flunches. Like, I'd say, what are the chances, right? Well, I'd say 60% that this might happen, okay? Why? For many reasons, because, well, the biggest reason I see is that crypto loves to bounce on a support level, and this definitely is a support level. So it might probably go like this, okay? Up until like 1.8, 1.7. This has a lot of chances happening, but like I'd say 40%, okay, that this might happen. But you gotta watch out the fear factor right here. If it passes, okay, if it passes the threshold of say 1 point what, like let me have a look. Okay, the threshold, okay, it was 1.5 pretty much. Once it passes, again, it's testing the 1.5 support level right now, okay? And once it passes it, OMG, guys. Guys and girls, of course, because there's approximately 8% of girls listening in. And the same thing goes weirdly for the Patreon supporters. It's pretty much 8% of girls. So this is really, really interesting. And I think I talked about it. Girls don't like risk. Some do. These are the Patreoners, and these are the viewers of the Crypto Intel. So, guys and girls, here, as you can see, it might actually dump. And, you know, it can happen. I'm not saying it will. It still has chances of bouncing, so approximately to 1 point. So let's analyze both situations, like what you can win, what you can lose, if both situations happen. So let's say that we simulate an example where it keeps on flunching. Let's say you still hold on to it and you're afraid. Well, this is 60% of it, 60% chances of happening. I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying this is my opinion. Okay, so you have to do your own research about this. You have to, check out other YouTube channels that talk about the C98 if they do, and you gotta see and maybe make up your mind about it. And as I always say, ask your grandmother. She knows better. You ask your grandmother for advice. Well, for crypto, she'd just say, "Get the hell out of there, boy." So here, guys, it's gonna probably flunch to approximately like what? Let's simulate it flunching over to 1.08. So I'm gonna go into my flip chain here and I'm gonna simulate this for you guys. So let me go to my dashboard, and then in my dashboard I have my test demo area. Okay, here I create all of my simulations. So let's say I'm gonna take the USDT on Binance, and I'm trading it against the C98. Okay, and then I'm gonna name this again C98 demo simulation for the 25th, so that we don't confuse ourselves. This is gonna be the bearish one. Okay, so let's have a look at WTF would happen. Add to the flip chain. So let's say I just sell it off right now because I do, let's say, have it. It's a simulation. So add this sell point. So where do we predict that it might fall? I predicted it might fall over to approximately $1.02. Like, this looks like a good level for it to land on. Why? Well, because you see here, it has hit this level twice. So we're looking at it here, we're looking at it here, and almost here. So this is what I see as a previous resistance level, although it might become the new support level for the dump. As people like get in, it might get like this and like that, and then eventually like this. So this really depends at what point people at the top here want to bag out, because all of these people actually until here that got in, that didn't get out. So they got stuck with their money if it falls. So if it does, it might actually do this here and then calm down, and then it might pump back again to the 1.55 level that it is right now, and then it will try to retest itself. So this is the very bearish approach. Like it really depends how you feel. But let's say we do test this simulation. So it would fall to $1 and whatever 2 cents, and then we sell at 155. So let's try to do that. Let's go to FlipChain and then add. So we buy it back at $1. Whoops, 02. So you get you get a discount of 52%. So you buy it at a discount because the price is really low. So you get like almost half of extra C98s to jump back towards the top. So let's have a look at the compound. Like let's say we sell it off back at 155. So sell at 155. And then you got a nice little compound of 50% again. So you're doing like 104%. Of course, it takes time. It will take time. Like let us estimate approximately how long this could take. So if the plunging happens, yeah. Okay, so actually no, it's not that long. This is an extremely volatile crypto asset. So like we're looking at approximately a day. But again, it really depends. Because look, you see here, maybe you're like, oh my God, this guy's a scam. Really? Look, you see it dropped in 6 hours by 26%, guys. In 6 hours. And it bumped. Okay, check this out. It bumped in 9 hours by 157%. So come back again and tell me I'm a scam. Like, you see that it happens. You see 8 hours, 157%. So it can definitely do the reverse, drop to approximately this price right here. So we're looking at approximately, if you buy it right now, so let me do this like that. Yeah, so minus 38% as a drop off. So, this can happen really, really quickly. And if we look here, what we can do to mitigate this, well, first, like it depends how you feel. If you feel bearish, you let it go. And then you wait for the price to drop. And then you buy it at a discount. So then you would bounce. So, okay. Basically, this is what I see. It could also go on a slow motion tumble and then have a nice little bear trap. So it could do this in another scenario. Check this out. You see there's like this forming, like a bear alley forming right here. So this bear alley, it might go like this, and then boom, boom, and then bump. So this happens a lot. Like this is a price correction, and when it bumps, people normally let it go right here. But it keeps on going up into the previous price. And then people like, oh no, I missed out. I'm gonna buy out, and it falls back. So this happens a lot. This happens a lot with crypto. Because it's all about, the cycles. Like you can check out currently, we're looking at very bearish cycles. So people are selling. And there's a lot of money put here on the table, and it's not out yet. You see, the money put here is not out yet. This is important to get. Let's just switch over to the 2-hour view. Okay, so check this out. If you look at the 2-hour view, we're far from the equilibrium for the price cycles. You see, like here, if I go with here with my cursor, it's at $188 million. Or this, well, yeah, that's huge, right? It's really, really huge. And you gotta be super careful, guys. Like, when there are new crypto assets released, you can barely know what's gonna happen. And because traders, they don't see any cycles. You see, this is the reason. Normally, like, let me go to a very used crypto asset here. Let's say the ETH, which is a blockchain in itself. You see, there's a lot of patterns, and you can hang on to them. You can hang on to these patterns from the volume oscillator, from the moving average, conversion, divergence. You can also have some similitude of a pattern to try to understand WTF is happening. And this on different candlestick views. Let's say I'm taking the 6-hour one. There are different patterns forming. And if you're a longer holder, Well, we can go to the daily view and see what's going on with the equilibrium at the top. You see like 3 buys. Well, expect approximately 3 to 4 sell days here. And this happens a lot. Like, for example, look, you see here, you got 3 days, 3 sells, 2 days buy, 1 day sell, 2 days buy, 2 days sell. So really, it depends on what needs to have an equilibrium. Because remember, guys, everyone comes in with their money, okay, and they want it back. So this is where the equilibrium comes in. So you know, you're a listener, and then there's 3,800 subscribers on the channel for now, and they all want money. So whose money are they gonna get? Like, it's yours. Okay, so remember that there's equilibrium plus the fear of missing out plus the cycles, and all of this combined, it generates the flow, the ebbs and flows of the cyclic market. So anyways, let's also simulate what would happen if we would go, like you see right now, I was wrong. Like it's kind of going down, but in a few minutes I could be right. But I'm just simulating on a grand scale what I think has the most probable chances of happening. So yeah, let's also simulate one for a bearish one. A bullish one. So let me just delete these flips. Okay, there you go. Flips have been deleted. So let me now put in if I would purchase it right now. Okay, and let me just refresh this. If not, I might actually need to restart the flip chain. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so let me just create a new flip chain then. So new flip chain, and then demo, it's gonna be the USDT and the C98. And guys, I love doing this for you guys. I love doing simulations. That way you can clearly see the potential wins and losses, and you can mitigate them really easily that way. So C98 demo, bullish for today, 25th of July. I'm gonna delete this either way after this. And okay, let me just quickly delete because I don't want there to be too many flip chains around. So in the demo, I'm gonna delete the bearish one. So delete. Oops, no, this is the edit. Sorry. All right, so there you go. That's the. Okay, let me go back to my recent ones that I've created. Bullish, yeah, that's the one. So let's go in there and start the flip chain. So let's say I buy in. Okay, and we said it might rebound. It might rebound to approximately what, like, oops, let me just go back to C98. So this is again, if you are feeling very bullish about it, well, you might see a bump back to approximately, well, I don't know, like there's a lot of money stacked here. And as I said, guys, like the depth here, there's a lot of people trying to make a huge profit off of it. But look, also you see something happened. We were at, am I looking at the USDT? I am. So, okay. You see it dropped like crazy, and I don't know what happened. It was huge. Did people withdraw? And if yes, well, that means a lot for this crypto asset. Okay, because it was at like plus 280 just a moment ago. So there's someone that took out a lot of money from the coin, or a group of people. You know, it might happen that they will bring back their money. As you can see, it's always varying, because imagine you have 100 million people using Binance, right? So Binance users, how many? So how many Binance users? So, okay, this is the active number of users. So 13.5, but I think there was like 110 million or something like that. So the active ones though, 13 million users. Imagine like they see this crypto asset at the top of the market. So they see it right here. Okay, and then they go in and start trading. So this is why you see this huge variation of money. Like simultaneously, there might be like 30,000 people sitting right here while I'm talking to you, trading their assets and making decisions on where they're gonna place their bet here on the table if they're doing limit orders. So it can definitely vary a lot. And if you zoom in, you see you can zoom in. You can see here, this is the fight of the price. Okay, this is a live fight, and people are constantly, changing their bets. There's also bots in here. For example, there's companies and hedge funds and whatever. They use APIs for different programmatic software in order to place their bets, and they are always calculating the current status quo in order to place a bet, and they try to always, place it on the house. As you know, placing a bet on the house means that you want it to always win for you. So, guys, still, let's like think about what could happen if I would invest and set up a position like at 1.58, $1.58. So you can see it's like climbing. It's in the green. People are like fighting for it. It's going up and it's going up. See here, there's just a fight for the dollar's life. So because it jumped from 156 to 159, people are making nice little gains here. Okay, so you gotta spot this. Almost 1% as people are selling and selling because they see this 1% gain. And see someone big sold right now. So you can clearly see what's happening here in FlipChain. Let me just try to add yet again another FlipChain. If we are bearish and we let it go at, let me see here. Let me go back to the trading view. Let's say, it goes back to approximately 180. So what would happen if it did? So we would sell at 180. Okay. And then let me just do that. It's a simulation again. So 13.53. This is our trade delta from this price to this price. So this is just a price difference. Like from 158 to 180, you gain 13.53%. And then the cool part is, depending on how you feel about this FlipChain, let's say you think that it would drop back to like 176, what would happen? So you would add a new flip to the chain, and then you would sell it at 176. So at that point, like me personally, I would exit this market and look for another, coin. Did I sell it? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I would buy it as it drops. Sorry, let me just change my position here to buy. There you go. So the extra compound would be 2.27. So I would be at a total of 15.80%, which is great, right? Like this is in a matter of hours, 15% in a controllable manner. So you go, oscillating between $1.58 all the way to $1.76. That is a nice, like, if you would like, check out the price difference though. Like, whoops, let me just calculate it here for you. So 176, divide that by 158. You see the gain would be only 11%. Versus if you do the two flips, you'd gain 15% because, you got a discount on one side and then you grow on the other side and then another discount on the other side. So this is, a good way of viewing what would happen from a bullish standpoint. So yeah, if you liked this video, please let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate that. And please also follow me on FlipChain so that you can spy on me. You can learn from me. You can see here, for example, when I was trading the rune, when I had time, because at this point, like I'm just overran. Let me just go back to my public profile here. Let's see here, the rune. Yeah, there you go. So check this out. I've made like 10 flips. I'm currently, I backed out here because at the end, I wasn't happy about where it was going. But you see, like I traded like crazy in micro flips. So I just added extra compounds to my gains, and in a matter of less than a day, I did 22%. And you see the price was varying like in a weird way, because I started off at 393, and at 373 I basically exited the room at a small loss, because I didn't want to lose any more percentages. I just wanted to stay on a gain. So you see here what I'm trying to say. Look, I went in at 393, got out at 373. Again, do the calculation, guys. Like here, there's no calculator, so I'm gonna do it like 393 divided by 370 what? 373. All right. So I would have gained 5% only if actually I would have lost 5% if I would have stayed in the market with the first if I was a holder. Like if you're acting as a holder, so this would be your loss, 5%, 5.3%. But I flipped and got myself 22%. So guys, you see how powerful this is? So anyways, let me know if you have any specific questions, guys. I would definitely want to answer some of them. Hopefully this was a extremely detailed view on the C98, and hopefully you've also learned a lot on this video. If you did, subscribe and write I subscribe, guys. I would really appreciate it. All right, so see you all in the next episode. Cheers.